What's up, killer?
Not much. Oh, look at this Bob Celeste guy. I think he's gonna fucking get in here. Not happening, kiddo. I
Damn.
remember who you are.
What do you do?
See ya. You pissed me off. That's enough. Alright. T3 it is. What's up? Name man?
Hey.
I can't even say it. Today is a grace of no vowels.
Okay. How you guys doing?
Fine.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm alright. I have a question about Sneako, and I can't talk about Mr. Girl, right?
Talk about whatever you want to talk about, dude. This is your calling. You're the one that's paying the big bucks to be here. So, god damn
Okay,
it, whatever
awesome.
you want to talk about, okay?
Okay, I've watched way more content with Sneako than Max and all the other guys, but isn't it super fucking annoying when people just react to shit and get triggered to shit before you finish a point and then just interrupt you?
Yeah, that does sound like something that'd be pretty annoying, yeah?
Then why the fuck do you keep talking to those people?
I'm trying to get better at handling them now. After the Mr. Girl lav arc.
Okay, so what, you won't talk to Sneako anymore?
Well, I just won't let him interrupt me as much. But Sneako's not as bad as others, but...
He isn't really? Okay. I don't know, like I said, I didn't really watch much content
Okay.
other than Sneako who did that shit. Okay. Can I ask him some more questions, or is Dan gonna kick me out?
Dan's fighting with chat right now, so you're good.
Okay. Oh yeah, you said something on the Fresh and Fit thing about harems, right? How when people got richer, men got richer, they didn't do harems. So the whole point about men inherently wanting to fuck a lot of women doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Something like that.
Gotcha.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, well enough. What about it?
Okay. I think that's partially true, but only in the West because of Christianity, right? Like, because a lot of cultures had a lot of, like, famous harems and shit.
Okay, I didn't listen to the first thing what you said. Hold on. You guys need to use more voice inflection, okay? When you talk, you gotta make everything sound like this. Okay, inflect your voice, okay?
Listen.
Wrote me in, okay? Are you ASL? What's your first language?
What the fuck is ESL?
Where's your accent? Where are you from?
I'm from Austria.
Oh, yeah, okay. So what's your first language? Is Austrian a language, or do you speak German there, or what?
German.
Okay,
German.
gotcha. All right. Okay. You get a pass. Okay. You're talking about harems, Christianity.
Yeah.
Go. What was
you
your...
said some? Listen, you said some shit about rich guys don't do harems, so
Correct. Yes, in general,
yeah.
like people don't have harems generally, yeah. Except there were like in some societies with like feudal lords and shit, or in some societies that were like with kings and stuff. Sometimes you'd have like a protected like aristocracy that would have some, but like women aren't choosing to be there. They're just kind of like held captive there because they're patriarchal societies and those people have a lot of money.
yeah, that's totally true. But I feel like in Europe, it's more true because you don't really have kings. Even kings in Europe didn't have harems, and I feel that's because of Christianity, right? Because it wasn't socially acceptable even for kings to have harems.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I'm sure they had like concubines and shit and women they fucked or whatever, right? But
It was kind of secret though.
yeah, sure, okay.
Mostly, But like you have like in China and stuff, it was like the harem of the emperor was a literal institution.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
I agree with you that it was forced upon the woman, right? They didn't choose it. I'm just saying, it's not, all black and white. Okay, even rich people don't want to fuck a lot of women. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure any guy wants to fuck a lot of women, given the opportunity
Yeah.
to. Sure, of course, yeah, sure. But I'm just saying
Okay.
that I think it's a fantasy to pretend that like any woman would prefer that environment, unless it's like a really poor woman who's getting with a really rich guy, somebody that's like batting way outside of their league, basically.
Sure.
But
unless
that
it's like
works in
some-
both directions, I think.
Yeah, yeah, unless it's some weird kink. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like people say that like, oh no, like one woman would be shared by, or multiple women would be okay being shared by one guy. That's only if the women are batting way above where they should be. But also, multiple guys would share one woman if they were also batting way above where they should be, right? Like if fucking some hot like fucking female celeb went into a computer lab and said like, I'll date all 5 of you guys, but you have to tolerate me, like all of them would be like, yeah, of course, sure, right? They would go for it. It just depends on like,
I totally
people
agree.
will take what they can get in that sense, yeah.
Okay, I agree.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Okay,
And,
thanks, then.
Yeah. All right. Take
All
care.
right, see ya.
All right, Bryce, what's up?
Anne, I've been looking for you. I owe you an
Okay.
apology.
That's fine.
I was mean to you the last time I was
Mm-hmm.
in here with you, and you didn't tell the story about the dream, and I regret that. And I
It's all
really
right.
know.
Nice.
Would you indulge?
Wait, I'm responding to chat. Hold on. Destiny got money so you can do what the average Joe can't. I don't date multiple women, my friend. I hook up with people, but like a lot of people can hook up with people. There's a difference between hooking up with people and dating multiple people. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
The fuck? What do you want, Bryce?
I want to know about Dan's dream where you didn't have shoes.
Nah, you gotta go back into the VODs to find out what you can find about it.
Well,
No,
you got-
it was a long time ago. I don't remember what the dream was about.
All right. All right. So my other question is, what are you doing in Factorio right now? Like, what's the goal?
Right now,
Well,
I'm
that's
building
your-
a
that's your
space train
question?
to get my supplies up to orbit way easier, so I can continue to research my sciences. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. How much stuff do you have left to research?
Don't worry about it.
been-
Okay, you wouldn't understand.
Well, I might play this mod, and
You're not gonna play this mod. You can't handle this mod. You won't even make it to space sciences. Okay.
Look, I played through this with a friend. We put in 40 hours over, I think, 4 days. We can no life a game.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Start. Somebody started a DGG server to see if they could all beat me or finish before I do. So go try it on them.
Well, no. I don't want to play with a bunch of losers. I have actual friends.
Wow. Well. Okay.
All right, thanks for stopping
All
by.
right, all right, have a good one.
By the way, you guys doing that server, that doesn't count because I know you guys are going to draft in one dude that's like an ultra fucking professional at this fucking no life mod bullshit, and he's just going to like do everything for you. It's going to be like one guy does 95% of the fucking work, like every group project assignment ever.
All right, Ren,
Hey, what's up, kids?
Hello.
what's up?
Hey, I wanted to say two things. Number one is I wanted to apologize to Dan yesterday because I did not believe you that there were Brazilian waxes on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I-
It is.
I'm totally corrected.
Well, what would you Google? Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can just Google Brazilian wax. Yep, that'll do it.
yeah, yeah.
Sheesh.
There is no subtlety involved either. You just, whoa, okay, all right.
Wow.
Hey, I wanted to. It's really interesting. I don't know if you guys want to talk about it all. About the you guys had a panel about 3 weeks ago that I just kind of caught up on your VODs. Stephen, when you were talking about it was with Papa Gut and LTG, ABBA, and a couple other people. So wondering if you wanted to
About
kind of
what?
go over
Just
anything.
give me the topic about what. What was it about?
It was about weight loss. It was about weight loss. BMI, erudite, and her husband got in.
Yeah. What about it?
It's interesting because I watched the entire stream a couple times. I actually watched it while I was at the gym.
Wow. Nice.
And then I was sitting there. I was just getting. I was like, I don't understand how people that can be so smart have such dog shit takes. Like I know Erudite and her husband are both extremely fit people that understand. Like he was breaking down kinesiology and that kind of stuff in a way, but then he was trying to argue that it was actually harder to go to the gym than it was to maintain a good diet.
I mean, it probably, to be fair, that conversation was all like a matter of degrees. And like technically anything is correct, but it's hard to like weigh how much things are, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I think the argument came down to, is it easier to lose weight by gaining a bunch of muscle so that you burn more calories more effectively or by just dieting? And from my point of view, I think that the answer should probably be dieting, but you can do it the other way. But it's just generally people that are overweight aren't going to have the discipline to go to the gym. They're not going to have the capacity to do a lot of cardio, either mentally or literally physically. They can't run that much. And you can still put on a tremendous amount of muscle while also gaining more and more and more fat, right? Like a 250 pound like skinny fat person, well, no, you would just be fat. A 250-pound fat person could go to the gym, start lifting, gain a lot of muscle, legitimately become stronger, but go from 250 pounds to 300 pounds. And it's like, okay, well, they are stronger, but they're still fat, and now they're even fatter. They could even increase their body fat percentage if possible. So I just thought, if you want to get smaller, like just dieting more effectively is going to be like your better thing. Even though technically your BMR and your TDE go up if you gain more muscle mass or whatever, but like if you're not modifying your diet accordingly, it's not going to change. But yeah.
Yeah, well, what I try to do is I try to approach it from a good faith way. It's like, these people are smart. What do they not understand? One of the comments that really had me kind of really confused was when Erudite was talking about you said something to the effect of, hey, I'm sure a lot of fat people go to your climbing gym, and she goes, oh yeah, tons of them. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird, because it doesn't seem like it would be a good way to lose weight. And it's not very effective. Like, once you're past 220, 230 pounds, it's really problematic.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? And you start weighing and causing more problems than you're fixing. But then it was interesting because when she was talking, I thought maybe we're just dealing with a different definition of what would be quote unquote fat here, right? Maybe when she and her husband go to the gym, to the climbing gym, they see people that are 15 pounds overweight and they say, oh, that's a fat person. Maybe
actually, oof. That's a really good point, actually, because that would explain literally every single thing. If you're 10 pounds overweight and you'd never been to the gym before, for that person, I'd recommend, you should probably just work out, because your body composition will change a little bit. It's not like you need to lose a ton of weight. Gaining more muscle and everything is going to be better for you. If you're like 10, 15 pounds overweight, you should probably just go to the gym and work out. You don't need to go on like some huge diet. But if you're like obese, which I thought is what we were talking about, but if you're like obese, if you're like 50 to 100 pounds overweight, it has to come from your diet.
Well, because I think that's what most normal people would consider to be fat, right?
Yeah.
If you see somebody that's 15 pounds overweight, you're just like, oh, that's
Wait,
a
have
good
I spoke
couple
to you
weeks and you're
before?
good. Yeah, I'm the guy everybody thinks is Boogie.
Okay,
and I'm not
you
Boogie,
still
okay?
sound like Boogie. You sound exactly. You have the same cadence, the same voice type, and everything. Jesus Christ! But okay, gotcha.
Well, my name is Hayden. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
we can
gotcha,
just
okay.
take that out.
Yeah.
But-
and then also that's true too. Erudite's husband was given some off the wall crazy shit examples where he was like, well, if you go to the gym, what was he saying? Like you have to be careful when you work out because some people have long arms. And
he was talking about moment arms and having to do with like impingement syndrome and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no practical person has this problem, dude.
Or
no
just
practical...
you're getting like pretty niche here. Like I don't think it's as big a deal.
Yeah. And one thing that you did bring up, and I was really glad because I actually watched the entire stream more than a couple times. I find it really, really interesting because it's something that I'm super passionate about having, because I've been upwards of 600 pounds at one time, right? Okay. So, and I've been as low as 228. And is that you were talking about the study that was showing if you reach a BMI of 30 plus by age 18, it's less than 5% of people maintain a healthy weight afterwards.
Yeah, I saw a 2% return from obese BMI. It's 27 or 30 over back to normal BMI. It's like 2% of people or something.
It's not a fucking accident, is my point, right? Like anybody who's 30 to 50 years old now got really fucked because that's when all the processed food got thrown into the way. All that high fructose corn syrup became really, really, just baseline and everything. And then we had a more sedentary lifestyle. Mm-hmm. One thing I did want to make a comment is it was interesting. Abba was talking because in your highlight, it didn't kind of go over it, but in the entire stream that I missed, Abba kind of came around to the idea of the body positivity movement being a quote unquote positive thing that has gone in a negative direction.
Like so many progressive ideas. Yeah,
exactly. And I thought that was interesting, but it was very obvious to me that he didn't understand the power that he's got, because that video that he got all the flack about, I actually pretty much said the exact same thing that you did within the comment section. I was like, hey, body positivity, there's nothing wrong with it as long as you use it as motivation and self-esteem, right? Mm-hmm. Holy shit, dude. That video was only up for like 45 minutes. I had 35 comments, and only one of them seemed to reciprocate that kind of idea at all.
Sure.
There was all this idea in his comment section in 35 minutes that bullying was good. I had a dude tell me that bullying is nature's way of showing you that what you're doing is wrong. And I thought, well, let's not tell anybody that's bullied because of their race that, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And somebody else broke down, hey, the way we train dogs is we do this. And I'm like, well, people aren't fucking dogs. So it's really interesting, again, with that whole kind of negative versus positive reinforcement that we talked about last time. Mm-hmm. But I think one thing I did want to talk to you about is I think the coronavirus.
Wait,
I don't think
hold on.
What's up?
That's a really weird analogy to say we bully dogs.
Yeah, well, what
Because
they
you
said
absolutely
is
wouldn't bully dogs. Like, if a dog is overweight, the owner, you wouldn't fault the dog at all for that. You would 1,000,000% fault the owner for it every single time. That was
he
a
was
really
saying
weird
training
analogy.
dogs.
Sure, but even for training, you don't bully. Like, I think you would train a dog. I think training dogs and training humans is relatively similar, right? Like, their diet is restricted carefully. If a dog makes a mistake, you correct it immediately. But, like, randomly abusing or randomly hitting your dog, and also rewards are really important too. Rewards are incredibly important when it comes to, like, training animals. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. That was a weird thing to say. You don't. If you're bullying your animal, you're probably not a very good trainer. That's just a weird thing to say. But.
Well, yeah, it's been shown, like a lot of studies have shown that building a bond is far more effective than having a dog that fears you, right? That's what happens, like in all the military things and police dogs.
Sure.
And that type
Or
of
like
thing.
if Tabor's here, like a well-trained dog like behaves and listens because it's legitimately enjoyable for them. Like dogs, the best trained dogs aren't listening out of fucking fear of getting hit. They obey you because it's super fun. It makes them feel good. Like a dog that is getting really good training, really good feedback likes to like rise to the occasion of whatever their trainer wants because it literally makes them feel super good doing it. But I'm sorry, that was just a dumb.
No,
Okay,
you're
okay.
right. You're right, because I've got a 170-pound Saint Bernard named Hodor,
Jesus.
who I take around without a leash everywhere. I take him to work sometimes on the Capitol, and he never leaves me just because what he's learned that like you're talking about, it's positive reinforcement.
Mm-hmm.
What he does, he actually wants to do.
Okay, gotcha.
But I was curious about one of the things that I don't think we discussed it last time was the real missed opportunity of the coronavirus when it comes to showing us what we eat and what we consume. When you consider that, what is it, like 42% of people in the U.S. are obese and like 10% are severely obese, right? The idea that we could have really had a talk about what, in most cases, our comorbidities were overweight.
Yeah.
We're being obese, right? It was a missed opportunity to talk about things like school lunches, like childhood obesity, that kind of stuff. It's actually a real bummer, but I was wondering, do you know when the last time the federal government pushed any type of reduced childhood obesity or anything was?
Nope. Are you going to tell me?
I am going to tell you.
Okay.
It was Michelle Obama's
Oh,
Let's
fuck. I was
Move
going to
campaign.
say that, the pizza thing. Yeah, I remember people were making fun of
Yep.
it before, but yeah.
Yep, and it was February 2010. Do you know why that failed?
No, why?
Tell me if you've heard this before. You cannot tell me what to put into my body or my child's body.
Oh, based. Okay.
So that's why it died. That, and then obviously the food lobby and that kind of stuff. But
Okay, interesting.
but just to kind of wrap up the fitness thing, who do you, if you like, Erudite did make a couple very good talks about how it's very difficult to find, or maybe it was Straighterate. It's talking about it's very difficult to find good fitness advice online because everybody is selling some kind of product, right? Everybody's pushing amino acids.
Here's the problem with finding fitness and health advice is that 99% of the advice is tailored towards the last 5% of improvement, right? Like that's the issue with like health and people will fight to the death over this like 5% margin. But the reality is like if you pick up literally any gym program and you pick up like literally any diet, if you're an average person, you're going to see like a 95% improvement in everything. Like there's not a single person that is stuck to like, even if people mean like starting strength or strong lifts 5x5 or any PPL program ever, like if you find a program and you stick with it for 6 months, nobody comes out of that at the other end being like, oh my God, I just completely wasted 6 months. I'm fucked. Like, no, they're like, oh, cool. I learned this. I gained this muscle. Like it was really good. I could have maybe done a little bit better, but boom, like 99% of the time. Same thing with health stuff too. Like nobody comes out the end of like a 1 year, like fairly like strict, like, oh, like they found a certain type of diet and they followed it. And they're like, oh my God, like I could have min-maxed like eating eggs for breakfast or something. Like that shit is like, yeah, people will get into the weeds like fighting all day over like, is there more hypertrophy with 8 reps or 12 reps or blah blah. And it's like this is like 95th percentile shit that most people don't have to worry about. Yeah. But that's why people feel like there's so much conflicting advice. There's not really that much conflicting advice out there. Like most of it is pretty like heavily aligned. It's just people arguing in the weeds over like the very 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 minutia of like this like 95th percentile shit.
So who do you pay attention to any? Like if you wanted to find out advice, who would you watch on YouTube?
In my opinion, if you want to get a lot of the basics down, Google something called the Fit Sticky, and that's probably going to be like 98% of anything you need to know. Past that point, you're reading studies or watching YouTubers like autistically arguing about like rep ranges or some shit. But like generally, like if you Google like the Fit Sticky, like you're good. Like that'll give you like 95% of what you need, I think.
Yeah, for me, the guys that I found online that I really like. Have you ever seen James Linker? He does Shredded Sports Science.
Nope.
He will actually go over studies and that type of thing. He'll go over medical research, which is really, really good. I think Athlean X is pretty solid, but it's pretty mass produced. And like you said, I think it is really toned and kind of pointed toward the really high level people, not so much.
Yeah, because like some of these, like you don't need to see like, you know, like 7 different ways to do like a, fuck, oh my God.
The muscle
what's
up.
that? Or yeah, or like, fuck, I'm thinking of that one where you pull back, I forgot the name of the exercise, face pulls or whatever, right? Yeah. Basically, oh, okay, someone in chat I think brings up a good point. I can't read this broken fuck English. I think they're Eastern European, so they must not be able to type well. But I think that this is actually true, though, if I'm trying to divine what they mean by this. But I think most of the issues from health and fitness advice, most of the reason why there's so much weird shit out there is because it's not people that are looking for genuine advice. It's because they're looking for like life hacks, right? That's probably where you're running into like weird shit. Where people are trying to find out like what is the magical diet where I can lose like 20 pounds per month, or like what's like the magical lift I can do where I can go to the gym for 20 minutes and get like shredded as fuck. Like I think that's probably where a lot of the bullshit or dog shit advice comes from. But for like a lot of standard stuff, it's like pretty, I think like there's like 95% agreement of like what, you know, you can find and do. Yeah.
Have you ever done any type of yoga?
Nope.
What you might consider is, do you know who Diamond Dallas Page is?
Hell yeah, DDP.
DDP actually has DDPY, which is a yoga that it really works on both functionality as well as range of movement.
Okay.
He did it after he hurt his back really bad. It's actually extremely effective.
Gotcha.
But hey, that's all I got. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks for the Brazilian tip, Dan. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh, and one thing. I know it's book smarts, not bookmarks. Okay?
Okay.
Sorry, your chat was pretty brutal, man.
No problem. Have fun. Be careful.
Don't put me in the dating advice channel again, please.
Put him up there, Dan.
I'm just gonna disconnect you. There we go. All right.
Wait,
Hey,
this has
Bob
to be
Celeste,
Boogie. DDP trained him?
You're ready. Psych! You're never coming in here, bitch. Fucking idiot.
Wait, is that true? Did DDP train Boogie?
Nick, what's up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have one comment and one question.
What's
I apologize
up,
for
ladies?
the voiceover if I sneeze. I'm a little bit sick. I just wanted to say I really appreciate the current arc or the recent arc of getting black content creators on here. It's pretty cool to see some representation in DGG.
No problem.
And the second thing was I heard the last time Abba and Anna were on, they were discussing potentially doing an in real life debate. Is that going to happen?
I have no idea. Maybe we'll see.
All right. Well, thank you. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, have fun.
All right, man.
Hold on. Boogie 2988 dog. No, okay.
I got a question,
What's up?
but this is gonna be niche, and a lot of people are whatever. Has anyone else who has a Gmail account, because I use one for some bullshit, have you in the last few months gotten a bunch of spam coming through from like Yeti coolers and like Dick's Sporting Goods? It's so random, but I don't like. There must be more people out there, and I don't fucking understand. It's only this shit. What the fuck is going on with these fucking coolers? What is happening? That has Dick's and Yeti, have they cracked the fucking code, man? I shit you not. It's only that shit too. It's like Dick's Sporting Goods wanting to get me a Yeti cooler. I don't get it. But whatever these guys are doing, they're fucking legends. Okay?
Damn.
Okay, that's it. But look at all
I can
the
never
yeses
tell,
in
like,
chat.
yeah, I mean, I get them too, but I can never tell, like, what is
No, I
people are
didn't.
spamming versus like I'm a streamer and they enter my email.
I don't use Gmail for much, but like I know that over the years I never got spam. Like very, very rarely. Like maybe a few a year or something like that. But dude, this Yeti and Dix thing is fucking exotic. This is new, and it's only that. Like they're all like, you know, new Yeti G40 cooler, and I'm like, what? How is this getting in here? And you look at it, and it's like, you know, the most obvious spam message of all time. It's really, really weird. Yeah, it's wild.
Damn. That sounds wild.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad to know, guys. We're not alone. Okay, it's not just me that's getting Yeti bombed. It's all of us. Okay, or at least some of us. I don't know. How weird though, right? That just this one spam message is getting to. I'm gonna do this vote real quick. I'm just curious.
Okay.
Holy shit! 20% of your audience gets this one unique spam message. You know how fucking crazy that is?
It's pretty effective. They've cracked the Google code.
They've cracked the fucking code, bro. Okay. Anyways. Carl's Darwin.
It's a decent name.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how are you, Dan? I've a bone to pick with you.
Ooh.
Well,
Uh-oh.
In
I might
Destiny
have
a little
bone to
bit.
pick with you.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, tell me it's about the rape review thing, because God, that thing. Anyway, go ahead. What?
No.
You remember we the caller who came in here that was like
Oh,
God,
bro,
that was
I already
the most
answered on my
annoying-
shit. Listen, I do fucking meme fucking shit here. If you're coming in expecting some ultra fucking like Law and Order serious advice, I am gonna meme the fuck out of you, and that's your fault. And if you get fucking triggered, get the fuck out of here. Fucking
not
morons
even
in
that,
chat.
bro. What do you want me to... The dude comes in here is like, yeah, you know, I slipped it. Like, what am I supposed to give this guy? Like, all right, listen, first off, don't talk about it. I'm going to tell you how to get out of raping someone. No, all you can do is either meme them or not. I'm not going to be the guy telling you how to get out of a fucking rape. And the people in the DGG Reddit getting so fucking butthurt. Like, this guy came in here and it really bothered me. Dan and Destiny didn't give him serious...
Yeah, I'm like, bro, this is
Guys,
viewer comments,
hello?
okay? You guys are fucking wild and out if you're expecting like some ultra serious, but like, you guys are crazy. They didn't take it seriously. It's like, bro, you're fucking. He's not taking it seriously if he's in here asking us for advice on it, okay? But anyway.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What do you want to bitch about?
That's a great segue. No, I want to ask you about your opinions on, because I think I'm one of the crypto is bullshit, Bitcoin is actually useful people. And
Wait,
it seems like everything
Did you
else
say
is just
crypto? Did you say crypto is bullshit? Bitcoin is actually useful?
yes.
Wait, what?
When did we say that we disagree with that?
Wait, what is?
Yeah,
wait, no, wait. I don't even know what that statement means. Crypto is bullshit. Bitcoin is useful.
Yeah, so sort of being pedantic for, or I guess hyperbolic, but like everything after Bitcoin seems like an arbitrage on the trend, where it's like, here's a way to make money, and people who are actually like Bitcoin for its purpose are saying, no, you guys are idiots. Stop trying to scam everyone and make money. This is a useful tool for remittances, for censorship resistance. Everything else is here's my new, cum rocket coin that can make you rich. And I think a lot of the Bitcoin people hate crypto more than people who hate crypto.
Okay, maybe. I don't think I necessarily disagree.
Yeah, I as I said before, I think crypto is incredibly useful for switching the burden for payments. And I think there's a ton of industries that absolutely need that. If you're selling something that has a high chargeback rate because it's high fraud, like, if you're selling a virtual good, it's pretty easy for people to buy it and then charge back and say, I don't like it. So if you're selling something like that, that's going to get a lot of fraud, I think crypto is amazing. That's the best in the world because you don't have to worry about that now. That's like
right.
all the burdens on the other person. But outside of that, and maybe some other like transfer usage, right? Like maybe being a slightly better Western Union. Like if I want to send $100 to someone, well, not $100 because Bitcoin fees are so high, but you know, if I want to send $100 to someone in Africa, it's probably better than Western Union, right? Because you can just do it and hope that they have a way to get Bitcoin out. So outside of those things, I think all of crypto is entirely a Ponzi, not a Ponzi scheme. Tulip mania, I guess. The only reason it exists because people think it's going up. Very few people buy
great
crypto
reference,
for the
Dan.
utility.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely true. I think
Hold up real quick second, Carl. Hi, Steve. You think you're the first fucking person to come up with that thought? Just shut the fuck up.
I'm just
all
saying,
right?
the
Just
tulip
shut up.
reference, that was just, I didn't know that the depth of education you had there was just amazing, okay? That was just not, I was complimenting you.
A real thing. Do you know that whole tulip mania thing actually didn't even happen? It was
Yeah,
actually
no
like
shit.
kind of...
It's just like, I thought it was just a thought experiment. Am I crazy?
No, like people thought like there was a point in time when like people were like buying up tulip farms and shit like that. It never actually happened.
Oh.
Anyway, what else, Carl?
He's mad.
no, I think you're right. I think, you know,
Yeah, I
Part
am
of-
right.
part-
I am
part of-
right. You could just end it there. I'm not going to tell you why, okay? I was
Yes,
a big
tell me.
time crypto kitty cat, okay?
Oh,
One of the
boy.
biggest
Here
crypto
comes
cats that
Dan
there was.
telling us about his
So just,
no.
crypto farms again.
yeah. All right, that's it. Just
Anyway,
know that
and you should look into Lightning as well, like the Lightning Network. I don't know if you're
I
probably
don't-
familiar with.
I don't care about crypto anymore.
Okay, well,
Yikes.
it was fun while it lasted.
Oh, do you think it's done?
I think crypto is probably never going back to that 100K Bitcoin mark type of thing again. No.
Okay.
Do you?
Dan, would you?
Wait, I'll put
I'll-
some money on this. Who wants to put
Yeah,
money in?
let's wager. Let's wager.
Well, not you. I don't know
Oh.
who the fuck. You could just disappear into the ether. I could do it with people I know. So, Steve, what do you think? Bitcoin over 50K. Right now, it is November 2022. You want to say by next year, December 31st, 2023,
Oh.
it will not have gone over 50K.
It will have
again.
gone over 50K. Absolutely.
$250.
No, that's a lot. $50, okay?
Dinner.
That's going to be like $250. Nice try, Dan.
All right, fine. $50.
$50.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, that's like 14 months. No, 13 months. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Carl. Thanks for agreeing with me. I agree. Of course.
See ya. Adios, muchachos.
Love you. Bye.
That's just muchacho, not the muchachos. There's only one of them.
Actually, he has DID, so it is muchachos.
I just had a thought. Well, I didn't have a thought. I'm stealing it from chat, but that doesn't matter. So you made a bet with me recently, about 10 minutes ago. Tell me what the bet was.
On whether or not Bitcoin would exceed $50,000 in tradable value by the end of next year.
And we bet $50. I said it would not. You said it would. Correct?
Mhm.
I can't lose. Do you know why?
Um,
I just put $50 into
you
Bitcoin.
could just yeah.
No matter what, I'm coming up
Sure.
big. So I wonder if there's a place where you can actually. I assume this must have
betting
been
markets
thought
are going
about.
to be really efficient. You're just talking about arbitrage. It was like in the
Well, no,
election time
it
when
shouldn't
people
be
in chat.
possible. There's no way to lose money with my bet.
Sure,
It's
that's
not
what I'm saying.
possible,
But
unless it
generally,
goes to
people don't
actual
make bets
zero.
like that. Yeah, right. Like during the election time, there were people in my chat that were saying things like, "Oh, like I'll give you 10-1 on this outcome," and it's like, okay, I'll take any 10-1 bet and just go, hedge the opposite bet on any platform, and I'm gonna make money no matter what, right? That's how that works, right?
I can hear you breathing. You're fat.
Are you serious right now, bitch? Are you serious?
You're fat. You're fat. I
Fuck
can hear you
yourself.
breathing.
Are you serious?
So-
I'm
so-
sick. I'm
I'm gonna be honest, running around in fucking Amogus terrorizing fucking 9-year-olds sounds like it would be really fucking funny stream content.
I
sick,
can-
bro.
No, I can hear you breathing.
sick,
I
man.
can, you
Yeah.
know what?
I'm sick, bro. Are you serious?
Get the hell away from me, bro.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
How the hell you...
Jesus. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, we could both do Among Us, man, for sure. And then we could say that we're better than Train and have him lose his mind.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You really don't like the new COD, huh?
No, it's fine. I play it. It's okay.
You said you didn't like the looting system, Dan.
Yeah, it's not as good as the last COD, but the only last COD that was good was Verdansk. This new fucking 1942 shit is not good. I don't even know if it's on that anymore.
Oh wait, is this like an older Call of Duty? Like a
No, what? No, Warzone 1 is no longer on Verdansk.
no? When
That
you're saying
map
some
is gone.
1942 shit, what are you talking about?
Oh, so like, old Warzone moved to like this Pacific Rim map where you got like fucking older guns.
So it is older shit. Wait, why did you just say?
I don't. You confused me.